our experienced professionals to help you build your brand with beautiful, eye-catching, expertly installed vinyl wrap. Well, the video didn't play.
Oh,
So we are live right now. Just a little early.
it was a dud.
The intro is playing right now. You can't hear the intro. So welcome into the Upstate Pulse. I'm going to welcome you again in just a second. Oops. I guess I should noob myself right away.
It's the Upstate Pulse on News Talk 98.9 WORT, the voice of the Carolinas, brought to you by Borderland.
Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful, 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 beautiful. There we go. There we go. I forgot, you got to remember how to do this thing. Been on vacation for a week. You guys probably didn't notice since I'm not currently on the air. So you didn't know I wasn't here, but I wasn't here. Hopefully the people around here know that I wasn't here. I want to thank you for taking us along with you wherever you're going, because we know you're out there going somewhere, don't we, Cameron?
Yes, we do.
We know you're out there because we were out there, and some of you are like driving slow and others are driving fast, and they're little pockets.
Why is there such inconsistency?
There are pockets here and there.
Why can't we all just drive the speed limit, just go as fast as we can?
Well, I mean,
within the tolerable limit.
My smart car's got that that thing on it where it won't let you go over a certain mile an hour.
Yeah, the limiter.
Yeah, that's it, limiter. Because if you go too fast in a smart car, it just like falls apart, and you can tell that it's actually a go-kart. It's not okay. There we go. All right. By the way, if you're going to be a part of the show, on today's show, let me tell you really quick, I'm a little scattered because I got too much sun. We are going to talk about our vacation, some good things, bad things happen there. We're going to do some of my adventures with Superman, latest episode of that. We finished Vox Machina, the latest episode of X-Men. We got a couple oopses. Going to talk a little bit of wrestling and some UFC, video games, and a new segment that we're calling classical renditions. We're going to get to that, Nerd Roundtable, and so much more. If you want to be a part of the show, text line 800-905-0989. We're also live on the stream on Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube, and on X at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD. I told Cameron before the show, we're not saying anything about what we're wearing unless someone comments on it. And Viper Dave out of the blocks. Out of the blocks.
It's out of the box.
It's not out of the box. It's out of the blocks. It's a track term. The things that you put your feet up against, the blocks. So out of the blocks. Or it also may be no, that's out of the gate. And that would be for horse racing. But Dave says, "Arg, matey. Arg."
If you'd like to know why,
Dave says the speed limit is only a suggestion. If you can't do above it, stay off the highway.
Much like the Pirates Code.
Yes. Well, it is the law, supposedly. Before we get to anything, while I was away on vacation, something really cool happened, and I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't believe it. When someone offers you something, you're like, yeah. By the way, we're wearing pirate hats. We're wearing pirate hats.
Well, we're not going to tease it, not go like, hey, look at the stream.
Why? Well, you can look at the stream and see. I'm wearing, well, you tell me, what pirate hat am I wearing? Because I am curious if you know that. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X, and tell me, what pirate hat am I wearing? So while we were away, something happened that was suggested to me, and I didn't think it would happen. So the last 6 months for me have been really rough. I've been very depressed. I worked really hard and it got to a point where my picture was on the side of the building, and then things went downhill, the people went bye-bye, and down came the picture. And it was a rough day for me.
Things were in the shape of a pear.
I don't know what that means, but it was, if it's bad, pear-shaped. I don't get it. I don't.
It's just wrong.
Okay.
Pears are just shaped wrong.
I love pears though. especially when they're cold.
They're delicious.
Yeah, I don't. Oh,
I don't know why they say that. I don't know why they say.
I have never
pear-shaped.
heard that until now.
It's a thing. People have said it.
Must be
besides
like
me.
a drafter thing or something. By the way, if you're watching on the stream, you know I forgot to hit the intro. So because I forgot to hit the intro, let's do this. Oh no, you messed up.
Oh, a noob.
Oh noob.
Declining noobing.
Yeah, I noobed. So because I thought I had the thing in there, but I didn't have the thing there, so the thing didn't play. So anyway, so they are the fine people at Kalamazoo are wrapping the walls in the building. They're the ones who did the outside, did the pictures on the outside. They're wrapping the inside of the walls. They did the inside of 93.3 The Planet, the Rise Guys. If you ever watch any of their videos, the whole inside of that, where it looks like they're in some dark rock and roll dungeon of some sort, which looks really cool. They did the walls for going into the fan, which is by where my office is. It's nothing but lockers, and then there's a big football field on the wall. And for Word, we just got the 98.9 logo. It still looks pretty cool. Before they're done, they're going to do the entire building. While they were doing the fan, the person who is over it, we'll call him Roy, said, "Hey, why is this wall empty in the office?" It was like, because the person who used to occupy the space is no longer here. He's like, "Yeah, but it bothers me when I look at a wall and I don't see something on it. When I look at every other wall in here, it's got posters and it's got memorabilia. It's got all this stuff.
Your emptiness is bothering me."
And he said, "Would you like to put something on this wall?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would like to put something on that wall. Let me see." And LexCorp is texting me right now about said wall. So I don't know if I'm in trouble or not, but sorry, obviously I can't text and talk at the same time, but it's his boss, so I need to respond. So Roy's like, "I can put something over there." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble though. I mean, it's not my wall. I know no one else has been in here but me. And I've actually been in that office longer than some people have been in this building." And it was like, okay, he's probably just messing with me, because people do that. They get my hopes up and then my hopes come crashing down. He's like, "You send me some stuff and I'll see what I can do." So I sent him some things that my cousin Keith, by the way, if you see the artwork, posted on Facebook, and on Twitter, if you want to check it out. And he matched them and made it into a picture. And he's like, "How about this?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool." Thinking, no way this is happening. There's no way. And then the guys were back in the building a couple of times. I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay. They're not doing it. All right." He got me. He got me. It's, it stinks. He got me though. And so I'm on vacation this past week and I get a text from this guy, we'll call him Roy. And he says they're there. They need to do certain things. I'm like, okay, let me see if Chris will go take care of some things. And Chris did it for me. And then I come back and then he sends me a picture while I'm at the beach. And there it was.
Talk about Christmas in July.
Yes, it was a big smile. I couldn't wait to get back to the building today while it's doing the Pulse and look at the picture. So if you see the background pictures on the stream feed right now, it's the one with me as the king. And
Lonzo is a superstar.
Listen, I'm not pushing
Lonzo
that button.
is a superstar.
I am not pushing that button.
Lonzo is a superstar.
Is there a ghost in the machine?
Buddy, pal, team.
So anyway, shout out to a guy, we'll call him Roy, for taking care of that. That's really cool. It's one of it's the second coolest thing that's ever happened as far as pictures go. All right, because the picture on the outside of the building was the coolest thing. I actually cried when that happened. I'm not crying when this happens. I'm just smiling.
Yeah.
And the fact that the boss has already texted me, I'm worried when he comes back Monday, he's going to make me take it down. But I can't do that.
Well, I hope your glee is not short-lived.
It's not. It is really cool. It really is. Viper Dave on stream wants to know: are we calling him Roy because his name is Roy?
No.
Why would
we do that?
I don't know.
Oh, why
his
would we
name
be
is
so
Roy.
blatant about that?
All right, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, by the way, guys, I really, it is so cool. So now there's no longer a blank wall, and that emptiness is gone to a degree. But I am staring over my own shoulder. But that's okay,
That
because
just means you have your back.
I mean,
Lonzo is a superstar.
I mean,
Lonzo
there's
is a
no-
superstar.
there's no denying it. We come back, we're going to talk about some bad things that happen on vacation and some good things. We also got video games, comic books, and all things you expect right here on the Upstate Pulse News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. I have to take it off, take my headphones off, and then I'll put it back on. And I got to see if there's a response to my text. Yeah, so I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to get in trouble. And who's the first person to text me?
Yep.
And he knows where I'm at. Scott, I'll get to your message when we get back. Overall, we had a pretty good vacation. We're going to talk about that, but yeah, that picture is really cool. And also, it turns out my cousin who drew it, his little brother, who I was basically best friends with all through high school. Then he decided it wasn't cool enough. No, we just got busy. Is doing 3D printing, so there's possibility of getting that, individuals 3D printed, and I'm really looking forward to that too.
By the way,
What's up, Chris? Yes, we were in Garden City.
The going pear-shaped idiom.
Hey, I'm
is-
sorry. Listen, I have never heard that before.
I was informing you.
I'm also getting old and may have heard it and forgot that I heard it.
I didn't remember where it was from either. So it's apparently a British Royal Air Force in origin, because they tried to do a maneuver and it failed, and it resulted in a distorted pear-shaped trajectory. So they screwed up a flying maneuver.
Did
and
they die?
I don't know if they crashed.
Okay. That's not, when you screw up something in the Air Force, you usually
Tends to not go well.
Yeah, that's from what I could tell.
But it's like kind of the same thing as like
As
going
long as the
south or-
canopy, opens up. Poor Goose. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me, Goose.
What's funny is like Top Gun clips popped up today for me. So
I didn't, but because we went to, I'm going to describe it on the air. We went to a couple places, and the last day and a half, I was unable to walk. I mean, just unable to walk. So that limited some things that I was able to do. I like walking. When we've been to Garden City in the past, we've checked out all the comic book shops that are within, I don't know, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, you should never set anything important. Listen to the the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Cameron here on a Saturday night. For those of you looking for Odie, he'll probably be back next week. Probably. He was supposed to be here today, but he had to work, and he was really tired. And so
He just didn't want to do the pirate theme, did he?
Well, I mean, Odie is a pirate. He absolutely is.
Yes, he is
All
actually.
right, we need to do something right here. Here's what's happening. Okay, the boss is possibly listening, and I'm nervous, and that's just and it made me nervous, and I got to get past that because I just do, and so
What a noob.
that's two. Yeah, the dial tone was my fault. It's my fault. I set my buggy hat on the board, which
It's
should
not still
do.
going on in the stream, is it, guys?
No, it's off.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that turned. It should be off. Yeah, it was just there for a
Double
second.
check.
At least it was there on the show and not over a commercial. So there's that. All right, we were on vacation. Proof is I don't know how to do anything since we came back. And the first thing we did, I had promised that I would take my granddaughter to the zoo, and I never got to do it because of situations got in the way where I couldn't go. It's still there? How's it still there?
But this go around, we actually had an opportunity to do so because no rain, no problems like that. So weather was great to do that. We had a lot of fun. It was really hot though, and we had to park a long ways away to get to where we were going.
Well, you can't hear it on the air. I'm sorry you can hear it on the stream. Let's do that. Maybe that'll go away. Yeah. So the zoo was fun. We have never been to the Columbia Zoo, the Riverbank Zoo, and now we have been to the zoo. And I'm glad. There, Lonzo finally figured out how to fix it. I'm glad that we got to go because she got to feed a giraffe. And a lot of animals weren't out, but we got to go and see a lot of them.
Because it was hot.
Yeah. And here's the thing. All right. I've been having a lot of problems with my leg. But I wanted to go to take her because she never got to go. So we did that first. And then the first day at the beach, we went to Broadway at the beach and walked for 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
So probably a mistake. All right. Was a mistake. Had a lot of fun. Got this beautiful hat. But could not walk the rest of the time we were there, but that's fine. I wasn't going to go down to the beach anyway because of my leg. All right. Let's talk about some of the bad stuff. All right. While we were there was a major storm that hit and the power went out in the hotel. All right. So we go to Garden City, and when we're in Garden City, we go to it's like renting a condo for a week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got a bunch of bedrooms in it. They're really nice. They have a full kitchen, a sweet balcony, and it's on the beach, and the power goes out. After the power went out, it was out for a few hours. It was starting to get toasty in there and just not quite there. And we're talking about, okay, if they can't get the power back on, we're going home.
Yep.
Because there's no sense in staying here because we won't be able to sleep. And it turns out it was like a half a mile radius or something like that.
Yeah. It was
That
like
our hotel and the one next to us was in, that the power was out.
well, there's a whole bunch of other spots that were out, like all down the street. The other thing was that happened while me, my sister, my niece were in the inside pool, and the lights just go out for a second. And it's just like, yeah, we're leaving. We're gonna go out. And everyone was like lining up.
They had emergency lighting down there. Though,
They
right?
did. They
'Cause
did.
That's standard that you have to have emergency lighting. And so the power finally got back on, but during that, something happened with the air unit to where it started leaking on the ceiling in one of the bathrooms.
Yep.
And so the ceiling started falling in on one of the bathrooms. This is a nice place. We've never had a problem with it, to making that restroom inoperable.
Mm.
Also, they've decided that they're relocating the beach. And it's not just there, it's like the entire beach. So they're pumping in sand from offshore pushing it through a pipe, and then they have bulldozers out there. Problem is, and this was the last night we were there, the bulldozers were running all night.
Right in front of where our room
And
was.
nice and
I was on the couch. I was on the couch right by the balcony.
it was a couch bed, by the way. It wasn't like we just made him stay on the couch. It was a couch bed.
I
Just want to point out it was a couch bed. But yeah, so those things run all night, which means every time they backed up, beep, 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 beep.
I heard the beeping in my dreams. All I heard in my dreams were the beeping.
So that was bad. But there's a new store at Broadway at the beach where you can make your own slime. Got to take the granddaughter there. I got a bunch of pictures and videos. We never post those while we're there because they don't want people to know that we're gone.
Yeah.
And
So you're making the biggest bubble that the girl had ever seen, the girl who was working.
it's really cool. I
Yeah.
mean, we were in there for like a half hour, I think.
Yeah.
With all the steps that you have to do to make slime. We have to go to all the nerd shops. And the thing that I got to do is something that I get to do every time we're at the beach, even with all the noise. I get to read. I read about 25 comic books. By the way, all the comic books were purchased at Borderlands Comics and Games, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive in Greenville. Just check them out for all of your comic book needs, not just comic books, but they have Funko Pops. They have statues of anime, superheroes. They've got back issues, of course. And they have vintage video games and vintage toys that you can buy there, as well as all your D&D merch, your dice, your figures, your paint to paint those figures if you have steady hands and can paint that little tiny head on whatever
I
you're
don't,
getting.
but I still try anyway.
It's a lot of splotches, but it's got some color in it. What can you say? So I got to do that. I also read about 50 pages in a novel that I've had for about a week. Which is in the next Aragon book, which are pretty good. Sad part is the dude wrote them like out of high school.
Out of high school.
Christopher Paolini.
That damn Christopher Paolini.
and
He
it's
wrote
not a
that
sur-
out of high school.
Not a surprise that his vocabulary was way above mine, even out of high school. But he had like professors for parents. I got caught up on Batman and Robin, which I was about 20 issues behind. So I'm all caught up on that. Had some pretty good arcs during that time. Actually, authors changed, writers changed. A lot of times when a writer changes on a comic book, it is a problem. Also, read Supernatural comic book, which is pretty good. The Diablo comic book is good. Got the first two of that, especially if you are into fake Akarat, because that's what it's about. And it's pretty good. And so I got to read, had a good time. And sometimes it's just getting away.
Diablo 4, Lord of Hatred, Mephisto's pool party.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun though. And so I had fun. I think everyone else had fun, but as usual, you can't wait to get back home and get back to work, and then have your boss hear you put a dial tone on the air and know that you're going to be in trouble Monday. But you know what? It ain't Monday. Let's see some messages from earlier on stream. Scott says, evening guys, this week it was revealed that College Football 27 will not only have heavy amounts of microtransactions to advance the online campaign mode at a reasonable pace, but the single player mode will also be locked behind a paywall. This has led multiple players to give the game a negative rating and condemn EA Sports for what they consider predatory business practices. However, online commentators point out that this is probably the future of AAA gaming, and it could lead to the biggest crash in the industry since the 1980s. Your thoughts? Listen, I don't think it's going to lead to a crash. And when things like this happens, there's usually an outcry from the gaming community to a degree that they scale it back.
Also, there's so many new indie game developers and stuff like that are coming to the forefront, including like just the other day, Expedition 33 came out of nowhere and blew everything out of the water.
Well,
not everything's going to be
the other day, as in
2
2 years ago. But I mean,
has it been 2 years already?
Yeah, I believe it's been 2 years. It's been at least a year, but I think it's been 2 years.
It still hurts.
Let's see. Mark says, hey guys, shout out to Kid Flaccid. I've started watching the earlier seasons of Vox Machina. I noticed a lot of great foreshadowing. Yeah, because they did all the majority of the story during a D&D playthrough, so they knew where it was going.
Yeah, so they knew start to end where they were going to go, but they were making tweaks to adapt it to a animated format.
Chris wants to know if I'm reading Barbara Gordon. I am not. I do know she's in prison. I don't know why she's in prison. I should know because it should be tied into Nightwing somehow.
What'd you do, Barbara?
He mentions she's in prison, but he doesn't mention how. So I don't know. I don't know why she's in prison. All right, when we come back, let's hit some oops. One of them may have to do a Purvis. Listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
We're probably not going to say where we stayed, Chris. And
we did go to Bubba's because we always go to Bubba's.
Yes. Thank you, John.
Indeed, Arg.
Can you do a decent buggy voice?
Okay. I'll read that text when we come back.
That was a interesting reaction. Yeah, Chris got myself some crab cakes.
Right, so I'm hoping he just sent that without listening.
He probably did.
No. Well, yeah, probably because he would have mentioned something. One thing you don't want to get is the LexCorp email saying stop over.
Oh.
Like, no. Yeah, we always go to Bubba's when we go there. In this case, we got it takeout because it was during the blackout.
Yes.
And it stinks not being able to walk. It really does. I gotta figure something out. But I hadn't planned on doing a whole lot more than what I did anyway. So, I mean, the one thing we didn't do that we normally do is there's a corner arcade not far from where we were at.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Chris should be able to figure that out. Yeah, we love the crab cakes. When we go there, got to get the crab cakes.
Always.
And Cameron and I both got crab cakes. Hush puppies are killer, by the way. Yeah. You eat them hush puppies all day, which you shouldn't.
Soak those things in butter.
Yeah, that honey butter stuff that looks like, okay, this should not taste. Oh, it does, though. It tastes really good.
Manna from heaven. Just hush puppies.
I think manna was bread-like. So
yeah,
maybe it was like a
exactly.
It could be. It absolutely could be. Well, we usually go to that arcade, and we did not go to that arcade because I couldn't walk.
It would have been really fun to see how far Denise got as far as Tekken goes.
You don't even know if that thing was still there.
I don't know.
Yeah. Every time we mean to go out on one of the big dock things, and we never do.
It would have been a bad idea this time around.
Because of the storm?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it was like constant threat of storms and stuff that entire time.
Not when we were at Broadway at the beach, though. I mean,
No.
it was not actually. It started when we left.
Yes, same with the zoo. The storm came and
we had
left.
pretty good timing as far as that goes.
That's $1,500 in value just for getting started. Call 864-644-1900. Call today, 864-644-1900, or go to mypmcweightloss.com. Summer's here. Feel good. Nobody can take.
All right, the oops intro is playing. That means, first of all, I'm coming out of the break and I don't have to noob myself.
Yeah.
That's a record today. I don't have to noob myself. I'm back to being okay, as far as I know. All right, oops is usually has something to do with police or something, that someone screwed up and went, oh no, like making a dial tone go out over the air, that sort of thing. Our first, we got two of them. Our first one. Well, let's go with this one first. All right. This one has to do, I think, with Purvis. I can't guarantee that Purvis was there, but if you know anything about the band Rob's Hat, then you know that Purvis is in and out of jail because he thinks every truck belongs to him. So
Every red truck.
yeah, let's say if you leave your keys in it, he's probably going to take it.
Yep.
All right. A man called the police to report his stolen truck. Officers say the report led them straight back to a burglary. According to investigators, a Maryland man, by the way, Maryland, where all Marys live. We had this conversation with the granddaughter.
Oh, yes, the land of Marys.
Why is it called Maryland? Because all Marys live there. They all live there. Allegedly broke into a Verizon store only to discover his truck had been stolen while he was inside. So this dude breaks into the Verizon store, and they have video of it, of him breaking in, stealing a bunch of phones and stuff. He comes out and someone stole his truck. Police say blood on his hand matched evidence from nearby break-in, and he was arrested on burglary and theft charges. Authorities have not yet released details about the suspect accused of stealing the alleged burglar's vehicle. So if you watch the video, he's like, no, I walked over here and I walked back and my truck was gone. I don't know why. And they're like, turn your hands over, and you can see the blood on his hands. It's just like, no, I wasn't in Verizon. And they're like, what's in your pocket? It was,
no, man, I tripped.
yeah, it was, so, and he left his keys in his truck. All right. So
So someone stole from the burglar.
yeah,
That's great.
I guess it's karma, I suppose.
It's Purvis Justice.
It could be Purvis Justice. By the way, really quick.
New series coming to the Upstate Pulse. Purvis Justice.
Yeah, I don't. Where did his stuff go? I don't know. I imagine that though. Oh, I can't imagine because I would not break into any store to steal anything. But if I was, I definitely would not leave my keys in my truck. I would not. I'm saying I was looking for my CSI sounder and I can't find it. So anyway, there it is. Okay, we want to know what happened to the truck. It wasn't me, officer. I just went for a walk. That blood? Well, I tripped. I didn't break out a window. I accidentally left my keys in my car because I'm dumb. And if I would have broke out the window, I would have. I probably would have did that because it would have.
Why is it such a guttural scream?
Why does that bother you?
I don't like it.
Okay, I don't know why that bothers you. All right, Texas says dudes waiting on the nerd apocalypse to make all right with the world. Okay, I don't know what the nerd apocalypse would be.
I mean AI or robots or something.
Well, yeah, to me, straight up nerd apocalypse is a combination of robots, aliens,
the trifecta: robots, aliens, and zombies,
and big feet. But see, the Bigfoot could be a dead Bigfoot that was brought back from the aliens to take over the earth.
Necromancer aliens.
And how they brought him back was they used nanites and AI. There we go. All right. A squirrel caused chaos at a Meta office in Bangkok after being mailed to the company, leading to a 20-minute rampage before being captured. So a Meta at Bangkok, China. I think Bangkok's in China. I don't know. Whatever. Geography. The incident resulted in a worker getting scratched while trying to catch the rodent.
Pretty sure Bangkok is Thailand.
Yeah, whatever. Employees turned the event, that's near Madripoor, right? The employees turned the event
Wolverine
into workplace lore, creating memes and videos about the squirrel attack. Squirrel's sender and motive remain unknown. And the janitor who accepted the delivery was reprimanded to prevent a recurrence.
We do not accept squirrels here. Also, was it the motive of the squirrel or the motive of the person who sent the squirrel? What if the squirrel sent itself?
I'll show you, Meta. So someone was upset with Facebook. And they sent a squirrel. I mean, because listen.
You got to watch out for those daggum attack squirrels, I'll tell you.
Well, here's the problem. If the squirrel is loose in your building, most buildings, a lot of buildings, all right, some buildings are very diverse as far as beliefs go. And as far as what you do with an animal. There are people around here who would just shoot the squirrel and probably cook it. The Cole Bryson, Bill Frady, Odie.
The squirrel found out what Castle was all about.
I mean, those three, that thing's dead.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay? There's some bleeding hearts downstairs that'd be like, oh, leave the squirrel alone. The same people who put like police tape around where the geese are laying their eggs.
That would happen. Odie would be out in the front parking lot with that thing on a spit, just like spinning it.
And they wanted to transport a spider out of the building.
No, you squish a spider.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's absolutely what you do. So you probably had some of those people in that. And
it's
then
like people have asked me to like deal with things. It's like, well, don't kill it. And I'm like,
here's the other thing. And I don't know this. I don't know. And maybe you can look this up. Are there squirrels in Bangkok? I mean, are they native to that?
It's a good question.
Are
there squirrels?
You just
in
assume
Thailand?
Because there are squirrels out here that there'll be squirrels everywhere in the world, and there aren't. There are some places that probably don't have squirrels. Cameron's looking it up for me because, our news department don't work here anymore. I mean, on this show, because Matthew.
Why, yes. Thailand is home to nearly 30 species of squirrel.
Okay. All right. There you go. So what would you do if a squirrel got loose in your building? Text line 800-905-0989. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X at 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. Cameron, in your place of business, which this is not, you're a guest here, but in your place of business, which we will not name, if a squirrel got loose, what do you think would happen?
Absolute pandemonium. Everyone would be freaking out, either running from it or trying to get it.
Okay. Are you joking or are you serious?
I'm being dead serious.
Okay. All right.
Some people would panic. Some people would enjoy the chaos and try to catch it. I would be sitting back watching all of it and laughing my butt off.
I would think that they would come to you to catch the squirrel.
That would be a bad idea.
Yeah, but you live in Grey Court.
Here's the thing.
So if you live in Grey Court, you got to know how to catch the squirrel.
I would hope that we would be able to devise a trap to deal with the squirrel.
There you go. It is a technical building. Here, they would just, it's called Chris to catch the squirrel. And I believe in my heart of hearts that Chris would just kill that squirrel. But, I don't know.
Would Chris kill the squirrel?
I think he would.
You think he would?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I would. I don't want no squirrel rabies. I guess you get squirrel rabies.
It's just a squirrel just like foaming at the mouth, just staring you down.
I think there's such thing as rabid squirrels. I really do think there is.
You see the squirrel in the hallway. The squirrel pulls out a pocket knife.
No, ninja squirrels live at our house. Trust me.
Yes. That's fair.
Those are the ones.
Those
are the ones that got your mom. I have a theory. I mean, she's still alive, but they dropped a branch.
Don't say it like that.
They dropped a branch on her head. There's them stinking ninja squirrels. They were chattering. With
their little saws. Their little saws on that big old tree limb.
Now I know I need squirrel laughs. This is as close as I can get to it. All right, listen to Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
You know, Chris, if I'm understanding that correctly, I feel like that might be a bit of
Do what?
overkill.
Noise canceling. What'd you say?
I was talking to Chris on the stream. He's saying that you should use 240B machine guns to kill the squirrel.
Go nuts. Yep, that's what you do.
They would go nuts.
So the texter says go nuts if the squirrel got loose. Yeah. Did you say that and I missed it?
No,
Okay.
no, the texter gets the credit. Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirrels would be a problem. But no.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirrels. Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirrels.
They'd be the Foot Clan. They wouldn't be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirrels. They'd be the Foot Clan. With Squirrel Shredder. Scredder.
I don't know.
I'm just imagining a lot of really high-pitched Japanese words being said by the squirrels.
I know the squirrels where we live speak Southern. So, I mean.
Hey, boy, watch this. I'm about to throw this at that man. That man over yonder.
Oh, no, with a hammer? That's a little extreme. He might, though.
I'd go with a taser net, personally.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
It's the Upstate Pulse on News Talk 98.9 WORT.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Cameron here on a Saturday night, having a blast. So glad that you could be a part of the show. Thank you for taking this long. Where you're going, we're coming back from where you went. If you're going hither, thither, or yon, if you get to yon, please get a designated driver, get an Uber. Hopefully there's a key master there who will take your keys away and tell you must chill so that you can't get out on the road. But have a good time. It's a Saturday night. And thank you for tuning in. We have another hour and 10 minutes to go in this here program. A lot of stuff to get to. Right now, I want to talk about a casting call. There's a casting call going out right now. And I checked. There's some heavier characters in there. So that doesn't exclude us. Okay? We are not excluded from this casting call. I'm thrilled to kick off the worldwide casting search for our Team 7, says director Lionsgate and director Destin Daniel Cretton announced via social media Thursday that they will launch a global casting search for their live-action Naruto movie, also known as Naruto. I don't know. Based on the massively popular manga franchise. Here's the thing. I've never watched Naruto.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
Well, I've watched a little bit of it.
I know a lot of people have watched it, and I know it's a manga, and a lot of people have watched that. Somewhere Matthew cringe. The global casting search will be for the roles of Team 7's 3 young shinobi, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. There's a Sakura. It's Sakura. Yeah, I get Silver screaming at the radio right now because I said it wrong. Lionsgate said casting for other characters will follow. All right, so I looked it up, and I didn't write their names down, but there's some they're bad guys, but they're fat guys. Okay, so there are some fat guys in this anime, which means the live action should have. I mean, if they're gonna be diverse, which everyone seems to think they have to be, they got to have the fat guy in there. So anyway, I'm saying I'm interested in being Naruto. All right, so I'm just going to be the fat bad guy's fat dad, but I'm down with that. I could do that. I could be the fat dad of the fat bad guy. And there are some fat bad guys. I don't know why. I think all the fat people in Naruto are bad guys.
No, they're not.
There's a clan of
There's a kid named Choji, and he's one of the good guys.
well, there's a how you know. There's a
watched a little bit,
all right,
not a
there's-
lot.
There's a
or else I'm
clan
looking
from
it
what
up.
I read. There's a clan of fat guys, and it's they're like Kingpin in a way. It's all the fat is deceptive.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Well, listen, you said you only watched part of it, so you must have missed those episodes. So if you're interested, there's or if you know someone who isn't there a run that goes along with it where you put your arms behind your back and then
Yes, a Naruto run.
Naruto run. So if you see the kids running around with their arms behind their back, they're doing the Naruto run, and maybe they'd be interested. It's kind of cool though.
Okay, you are right that there is a clan of ninjas in Naruto that are all fat guys.
Duh.
I said I looked it up. Well, you think that I would come on these airwaves, and if it's Saturday night, it's Lonzo, because that's just that's
Lonzo is a
that's
superstar.
I've been on
Is
Saturday
that
night.
your tagline
Yeah,
now?
it's a Saturday night. It's like Monday Night Rollins. It's Saturday Night Lonzo.
Your favorite guy.
that's
you know?
what it
You're
is.
just
I
trying
mean,
to emulate
Lonzo
your boy.
is a
This is the
superstar.
first thing that popped in my head. What can I say?
That's right, brother.
All right.
Yippee skippy.
You go ahead and continue reading about the fat guys in Naruto. What was the name of the clan again?
The Akamichi.
So the Akamichi clan. What is so significant about the Akamichi clan?
That essentially they can turn their fat into chakra.
There you go.
Honestly, that sounds awesome.
What is chakra?
Chakra is basically their magic system.
So it's like chi,
Yeah, it's like chi. So like they need chakra to be able to like do
or
their,
in Dragon Ball, it's like ki.
yeah, to be able to do their special moves. So if you want to be able to shoot out a fireball or something like that, better stock up on some protein. Better chow down.
Dave said, "Oh darn, I was hoping you would say you're looking for help on the show." Listen, there's no help for the show. I mean, come on. There's just
that's not right.
it's not. It's not.
Forever a downward spiral.
Yes, that's exactly what this show is.
It's a
Sup, bro?
it's a never-ending action of a flushing toilet. It's a forever flush toilet. The water don't stop running.
No.
And we never quite go down the bowl.
All right, let's move on to something else. We watched the latest episode of X-Men 97. It's still not grabbing me. I don't know what it is. There's just something. There's something
That
Yeah.
didn't grab you.
okay. It bothered you.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna spoil, by the way. 3, 2, 1, Magneto dies. There we
Yes.
go. There we go. There we go. All right. I don't care that Magneto died.
I know. Here's the thing. I've always liked Magneto.
Magneto's a punk, man.
He is.
I mean, he was
But
trying
I
to do
understand
he
why
was-
he's a punk.
he was trying to do the right thing in the latest episode. He was trying to get Amansor to be a good guy and not a bad guy, but he's Apocalypse. There's something.
He's fated to be a bad guy.
So there is this circle. There's just no fixing it. Okay, it's a fixed point that Apocalypse is going to be a bad guy, but now it looks like the X-Men helped him become a bad guy.
yeah. Timey-wimey, wibbly
Or
stuff
the lady who sent him back,
caused it to happen.
she did. It's her fault. It's not their fault. She took these variables and stuck them in a place where she knew what they would end up doing. So in the end, she's the bad guy, not the X-Men, because they were just being who they are.
Yeah, because they were trying to find the humanity in people. Also, the fact that Magneto died, yes. He also collapsed a black hole.
He did. I mean, it's Magneto.
It also took out ship, which is Apocalypse's like main base of operations, so that's helpful.
But then the ship becomes a part of Cable, I think it is, and then there's just
There's a whole bunch of things.
It's
that
very
happen.
convoluted. Okay, here's the thing: whenever you introduce time travel into any show, it's always going to cause a bit of a problem and some confusion. I'm not confused by it. It's just missing something. and to the point where we missed the post-credit scene because Cameron was pretty devastated about Magneto dying. And so we didn't think there would be a post-credit scene, but the post-credit scene is Captain America bringing a file to Wolverine, and he's getting the band back together, which means he's getting the Canadian team, whose name I forget, but because it's Canadian. It's not X Factor, it's X something. I don't know.
X-Force?
It might have been X-Force, yes.
The other thing too is like he's going to probably try to rebind the adamantium to his skeleton.
And because the first time it didn't hurt enough, I guess.
Well, you went through all that pain to get it done once. I'm sure you could do it again,
All right,
right?
so I don't hate X-Men 97 season 2, but I don't like it as much as the first season.
What is it about the first season that you think grabbed you?
The nostalgia.
So you think without the nostalgia, it's just kind of wavering for you?
I think without the nostalgia, you realize why it was canceled in the first place.
I disagree.
Okay. All right.
I think it's a good show. The writing's been good. The action's been
I didn't say
awesome.
it was a bad show. I didn't. I don't recall if we've read any stories about it going beyond the season, but if it doesn't, it wouldn't surprise me.
And I'd be fine with that too. I mean, I think things typically go way too long without having a good conclusion.
And we also both believe that both Gambit and Magneto will be back. I'm not sure about Magneto, but Gambit will be
Gambit
back.
will certainly be alive because of what that's been flashing like that.
Does it? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'll
I don't know if it's the ghosts.
It might be. We're wearing pirate hats, so it very well could
Don't
be.
worry about it.
It could
It's
be,
only the curse.
could be the ghosts for sure. All right. In the next hour, we've got a ton of things to get to. We're going to talk about Vox Machina. We finally watched the end of that this season. We are going to talk the latest episode of My Adventures with Superman, which was much better than the previous episode and gave me hope again for the series, which I was starting to lose. We are going to talk a little bit of wrestling. There was a couple returns that happened last week. UFC, we've got some UFC going on tonight, including Odie's favorite fighter. He's throwing something at the radio right now if he's listening, which may be why he's not here. We got some video game stuff, including Obsidian news, Microsoft news, Doom DLC, which Cameron is currently playing, Nerd Roundtable, and so much more. So make sure you stay tuned. Want to remind you, there's Rosie O'Donnell. Want to remind you that that we are still live during the top of the hour break on the stream, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch, and on X at 98.9 WRD, and at the Upstate Pulse. Speaking of the Upstate Pulse, you listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of all things noidy. That's nerd. This is noidy. It's a thing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I thought you said naughty.
I said noidy. Oh, we're naughty sometimes too.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am the picture, the paragon, if you will, of goodness.
Goodness?
Goodness.
Oh, goodness.
Benevolence. Patience and kindness. And I need to stop before I get struck by lightning.
By the way, Chris, we don't want to tell where we normally stay. So I can either confirm or deny that what you're saying is correct. But it could be.
Well, you could just follow him because he does those shorts all the time. That's a good enough proof of life, right?
What?
I'm saying follow him on Facebook. He has those shorts that are doing pretty well.
Who?
Odie.
Oh, yeah.
He wants proof of life. I feel like that's proof of life. Unless we secretly...
Yeah, look up Odie Fitzgerald and look up his reels, how you doing or what you doing.
He's typically wearing a poncho.
And a cowboy hat with a microphone on the end of it. Went from Rosie O'Donnell to Mark Levin's head. which is just
I'd rather not ask, Dave.
he does reels. His reels are doing pretty well. Reels on Facebook.
Yes.
He gets quite a few people watching those because they're entertaining and because he has a perfect Irish accent, which may or may not be real. We don't know. I mean, we could be being played all this time, which wouldn't bother
Could
me.
be a man from Pickens.
It wouldn't bother me at all. Although his other accents are not very good. But it doesn't mean he didn't perfect this one. I mean, you know.
Here's the thing: you don't have to be a jack of all trades. You find one thing to specialize in.
Wait, you mean people are still watching that? America got beat. Yeah, we're going to talk about that, Mark. And the thing is, was it a slow burn? I mean, you knew that's what she was going to do. I always want. I know it's the equivalent of doing a movie, but you wonder what your husband or wife thinks about that when you're making out with somebody in front of everybody.
Who's she make out with?
There are certain things that I'm avoiding sports wise, Chris, because it still hurts and probably will hurt for a while. And so I'm unaware of who it is. I know the old one or the new one had resigned. I saw something about that. But there's also this thing for the first time in my radio career. I don't have to care about Clemson. I never cared about them anyway, but now I don't have to follow it. So
you can ignore it properly.
So I can just stick to my teams, which are the Ohio State Buckeyes, the South Carolina Gamecocks, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Carolina Panthers. And I can hate on Buffalo still. I can hate on Denver still. I can hate on Clemson without having any clue what they're doing. It's difficult for me. It really is because, I mean, sports has been my career, and I, there are times I'm like, I'm supposed to be watching this. No, I don't need to watch it. Okay, I'm just gonna go play Skyrim. I can either confirm or deny, Trey, that happened. I do have a story about something about that though. And Chris, if I were to talk sports right now, I would not talk baseball. I am seriously considering doing something during football season, even if it's just jumping on, doing not a podcast, but I just noticed there's a squirrel on that. Right, there's a squirrel picture right there to your right. No, on the desk right there.
Yeah. You sure that's a chipmunk?
It might be.
Still, I mean,
no, you know what? I may jump on the fan stream when no one's on it and just do a little thing on football. There are things I can't do without permission, or I can do once and then find out if I get in trouble for it. Because technically, I am still the executive producer for the fan. I'm just not on the air. So, just like here, I do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, including scheduling people to work and things like that.
Time to get your nerd on. It's the Nerd Hour.
Welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Cameron hanging out with you for one more hour on a Saturday night. It's a hot one out there, but you know what? It's summer. It's supposed to be hot. Hope your AC is working good. If not, drive really fast with your windows down. It'd be like living in a hairdryer. I mean, it's still not going to help. If you want to be a part of the show, 800-905-0989. That is the text line because 0 is a number, O is not. We are also live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on X at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD. This hour, talk a little bit of My Adventures of Superman. Going to talk some Vox Machina. We are going to talk some wrestling, some UFC, some video games, a new segment that we are calling classical renditions. When you hear it, you'll know why. We have some more ideas for some more things to be done. Chris says, I like the ribbons. Looks very Johnny Depp. No, the ribbons, actually, the hat that I'm wearing is from Buggy the Clown, a recurring character on One Piece who should have died season 1 and has made it all the way to being an emperor of the sea. He just, I mean,
the definition of failing upwards.
Yeah, he keeps being at the right place and the wrong place at the right time. I don't know.
Wrong place at the right time.
Yeah, he's just, it just works for him. And by the way, the live action Buggy I thought was excellent.
Oh yes,
it was really good. One of the powers that Buggy has, I think, what is the clown fruit? I can't remember the name. Chop fruit. He can be chopped into pieces and come right back together, which is a kind of cool power to have. So these ribbons hanging off of my cowboy hat, or not cowboy hat, pirate hat. I'm a cowboy. A pirate hat is a cowboy of the sea. I mean, you know.
I don't.
Yeah, it's a cowboy of the sea.
How's it the cowboy of the sea? You ain't wrestling any cattle.
Well, whales are the cows of the sea.
There
you go.
You ever tried to milk a whale?
No, but I think Luke Skywalker did. Let's see. Text line
says, talk about that movie.
$20 says Gambit comes back as a horseman. Yeah, we believe because Apocalypse picked up that card.
Yeah.
So yeah. Texter says Magneto also said Wolverine was far too dangerous for him with the adamantium removed. I don't know why he's more dangerous with and then maybe he's more feral. I don't know.
Well, he's more dangerous to Magneto because Magneto can't just throw him around anymore. So in essence, him ripping the adamantium out of his body.
I guess that makes sense. All right, I'm having a hard problem here because every time I look at the screen, I see Judge Reinhold from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And look it up, Judge Reinhold, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That's what I see with this hat on. Chris wants to know, have you seen the new Dune trailer? I have not. Didn't realize there was one. I'll have to check that out after the show. All right, Vox Machina. We finally finished it. Finished it yesterday. We watched like 4 or 5 episodes in a row.
We binged a little bit.
Because we were on vacation. Let me know when you look up the picture. And
you said, what was his name again?
Judge Reinhold, pirate hat, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Ah.
Do you see it?
I do.
Yeah. And every time I look up, that's what I see.
That's also the guy who's in Santa Claus.
Yeah, he was in the Beverly Hills Cop.
Yes, he was. He was awesome.
Yeah, he's good in everything he's in. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Chris says, and he said this before, long live the fighters.
Yes.
Chris, which one are you seeing first? Are you seeing Doomsday first or are you seeing Dune first? I'm guessing you're probably going to see Dune first. We're going to see Doomsday first. And then Cameron and I will go back and see Dune. Vox Machina ended the season ended the way I thought it would end. It's Vax, right? Or
it's Vax.
It's Vax. Vax died. I knew he was going to. I was prophesied the entire time that he was going to die.
Yeah.
So him Grog dying, that was a surprise.
That was not supposed to happen, and that really threw me for a loop.
And then the evil new god brought him back to life.
Just to convince Pike, to.
But Pike is the reason that that god has life, whatever he calls himself now. What was he calling himself?
The Whispered One.
The Whispered One. I'll fix that. That's annoying. I know it is.
Welcome to spooky time.
Crossover children into the light.
Would you go stop messing with my lights? I told you once.
Our lights are flashing a little
Don't
bit.
make me bust out the exorcism knuckles.
In here, and I keep hearing Carol Ann.
I ain't afraid to punch a ghost.
Here, I know how to get rid of it.
That ain't helping.
They hate that.
That ain't helping at all.
All right, how about this?
Stinker.
I think the light stabilized.
Okay, that might work. You never know. How about this? Oh no, that's probably not the right thing to play.
No,
when
don't
the
hit
lights
that bell
The
again.
lights are blinking. All right, so what stood out for you?
Well, be sure to hit that like button.
Also, Scanlon not being really a part of the show.
Yeah,
you understand where Pike is coming from, how they feel abandoned, that the to her, because she had lost her touch with the Everlight. So the only thing that was sustaining her,
she was abandoned in hell.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that was sustaining her living really was her relationship with the rest of the team.
Yeah,
and two couples went off and got married.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And so that absolutely sucks for her.
All right, one couple got married, the other they didn't get married.
No, they were doing
they were living in sin.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were doing the rest of Keyless Aramente.
This season not as fun.
No, it was a lot darker.
Yeah, it was.
Which is wild considering how hard the Chroma Conclave cannot talk. A lot of consonants in that sentence. The Chroma Conclave hit pretty hard when they got introduced, but then weren't nearly as dangerous as it felt like with the Whispered One guys.
Well, I think the highlight of the season, and if you take him out of it, it's even darker. You take Terry out of it.
Oh yeah, Terry was absolutely like the comic relief for all of it.
He was very necessary to keep it from being nothing but total darkness for the entire season.
Also, I love Percy and Terry being the science bros.
Yes.
It was so much fun to watch, especially because Percy hated him so.
All right, worst death, Pop or Vax?
I'll say Pop.
Me too. Because how it affected Pike.
Because it broke Pike.
Yeah, it did.
Because that's the other thing, was like,
and Grog knew it did, and he was trying to get her to release her emotions. If he could have gotten her to do that, maybe she doesn't make the mistake and give the blood to the.
All they had to do was just leave the other orb broken. Then they're good. They don't have to deal with them anymore.
It's a good show. If you haven't watched it, watch all the seasons. Don't just start at the latest season. But the thing is, it's not for children.
No.
All. Yeah.
Not at all for children.
My wife has to leave the room when we're watching it because she would be so offended. She'd be yelling at me and Cameron the entire time.
Yes.
Which I get it. I get it. But once we started watching it, now I got to finish it. I feel like it's show prep. So I got to do it. So same reason why I finished The Boys. Mark says, I think Vax will be back somehow. So do I. I do believe that the matron will bring him back somehow. I'm not sure though. All right. Another thing really quick before we move on. The latest episode of My Adventures with Superman brought in Superboy.
Yes.
From the future.
And giving Lois an existential crisis.
Yes. Because she's already thinking she doesn't want to be tied down. She doesn't want to do, be a wife. She doesn't like that farm model that Clark is working on. But this episode has been done before. In Flash,
yes.
When Impulse comes back, it's the same. Is the
same with the whole slamming as opposed to crash.
But
like it was a Young Justice.
it's a good formula. There's nothing wrong with it. And
Yeah, it still was done well.
I really like Superboy, but I think it's going to end sadly.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Because when the timeline has changed, I think he's going to be Back to the Future. He's just going to disappear.
Depends on if it's multiverse theory or not. And it's DC, so they have a multiverse.
They do. They had to get rid of it when they just killed Supergirl. And then I also have a theory that he will go back to the future and join the
Legion of Superheroes.
Legion of Superheroes. I don't know why I can't remember that.
There's a lot of groups. There's a lot of DC groups.
There absolutely are.
Also, you notice how weird he was being around Kara? I know you were saying that.
I know why I got spoiled.
Oh.
Yeah, I know why. If you don't know why, I'm not telling you.
I don't know why, so I feel vindicated.
Yeah, I know why.
Also,
it's nothing bad.
Loved all the mannerisms and stuff that they had, to have Superboy emulate his mom and dad.
Yeah,
especially with Lois, it was hilarious.
It absolutely was. It was very endearing. Can't wait till tonight's episode. That I'll watch tomorrow because I'm not. Well, actually, I'll be watching something else tonight, which we're going to be talking about when we come back. We're talking a little wrestling. We're talking some UFC. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Mark, I need to get back up. I was starting to watch as I introduced Jester, which elevates the show. Talking to the stream.
I was gonna say I'm mixing, dude. I can't.
Yeah, you're good. I was just talking to the stream.
And if my noise canceling didn't work, I never would have survived 5 years with Rob Brown. So
again, you're good. I was just talking to Mark.
I miss him. I don't miss the yelling.
Which I do feel like you would like Mighty Nine once you get to Jester. Jester makes everything better.
I don't know, man. I just can't. I don't have to like everything. If you can't get me in the first episode or two, you're not getting me.
Okay.
Too much other stuff to be watching. I know you ain't watched it.
You're right. You're right.
You don't have to watch with me. Especially, I told you to go ahead and watch it.
No, I watched a couple episodes.
I told you to go ahead and watch it because I'm probably not going to watch it.
I think something else popped up when I was trying to watch that too. I shall be right back.
Okay. Don't you hate when you really want to like something and you can't? Dave, I don't know. I do know that someone put on X that they missed me, and I hope that, here's the thing. As far as the fan goes, it started out as ESPN Upstate. I was one of the first people. I helped start that thing, and I've been there since the beginning through all the changes, through all the people who've come and gone, and now I'm not on the air anymore. That doesn't mean I'm not there. I'm just not on the air anymore.
I just have to blow my nose.
I know. And I do miss it, and I miss being on the air. I miss talking sports, and I miss playing the cat's meow sound just because I thought it was hilarious. I miss the back and forth. I miss the debate. I don't miss the occasional ill feelings. I don't miss people showing up wanting to fight me because in the end, it's just a sport. Thank you, Chris. If I could be there and be on the air right now, I would be. Not at this moment because we're over here now.
Yeah.
And, well, I want to be here while I'm here, but
I want to do this on my own. I wouldn't, but
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Cameron here, having a blast on Saturday night. As far as I know, what's up, Zach? As far as I know, Odie will be back next week. Hope so. Haven't seen him in a while. Yes, he does still exist. And if you don't believe me, well, go to Facebook, look up Odie Fitzgerald, check out his reels, his What Are You Doing reels, which are pretty good.
So he's not Schrodinger's Odie?
I don't even know what that means. Because when you say Schrodinger, I think Schroeder, and I think the Peanuts. And I want to dance the Peanuts dance, and because my leg don't work, I can't do it.
I mean, you could like tap up.
Sitting down. I do it too much though, my hat fall off.
Yeah, you tilt your head the wrong way, the hat's gonna go flying.
It's not like it's gonna break. It's like made out of felt or something.
No, I mean it might hit something else.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to do that.
I don't want that to
You
happen.
never know what could happen if that happens. Lonzo, come down the hall. Stop over. No. All right. Let us talk a little bit of wrestling, and then I'm gonna find this thing that I want to get done, and that would be our new feature, and we're gonna do that during this segment after we talk a little bit of wrestling and a little UFC.
Oh.
All right. CM Punk beats Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's reign was for 9 days. So what?
The last real good guy lost to that awful person. Your favorite wrestler.
All right. Texter says, Lonzo, do you have Odie in the box there at the studio? In the box. Odie in the box.
We do not have Odie in the box.
Odie would love to be in the box. Odie is not here. Chris says, get your walking stick. Got it right here.
Well, maybe you should have a dancing stick.
Or two of them. Maybe I could break dance. Listen, people used to break dance on crutches. It was pretty cool. All right. So CM Punk wins. I don't like CM Punk. I've never liked CM Punk. Not gonna like CM Punk. Not a big Sami Zayn fan either. So CM Punk beating Sami Zayn, shocker. Now my friend Gunther hitting Cody Rhodes with a door and bloodying him to where he couldn't wrestle. And wow, they just happened to be in Chicago. I know who lives there. But it's okay, because what we're going to get more than likely CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam in a couple weeks. At least that's what it's supposed to be. But things could change. They really could. And they're keeping us guessing, which I don't have a problem with that. I like the fact that we cannot figure out what's going on. On the stream, Trey says, I'm happy that Omega won. Kenny Omega defeating MJF in AEW for the championship.
Really?
Which was a big shocker. If he would have lost, he never would have been able to compete for it again. Don't watch a lot of AEW, but I watch enough to know what that is. Then last night on SmackDown, Baron Corbin showed up and beat some people up. Finally.
Who'd he beat up?
He beat up Carmelo and
mind your business while grown folk talking.
Him.
And Trick Williams, yes. And the Baron Corbin that is,
you would say that he whooped that Trick.
Yes, the Baron Corbin that's been on the Indies has been pretty good. And the rumor was he was coming back anyway, and now we know it's true. Let's see what they do with them, because they bring people back sometimes and they don't do enough with them.
Yeah.
They don't have storylines written for them. I mean, I don't know how long the contract he is signed. But the fact that he left his tag team partner, Dijak, him and Dijak were tag team partners on the Indies, that's a pretty good tag team right there. But I hope they do something with Baron Corbin. Some of his stuff I really haven't liked. But he's a bigger guy. He's an ex-NFL guy, and he can do some damage. Mark on the stream says Sami Zayn was rightfully outraged in the back post-match. CM Punk as a heel fans cheer for, like Trick Williams. Trick Willie is likable, though. Lemon Pepper Steppers. How can you not like the lemon pepper steppers? I don't know. All right, tonight, UFC 329 is going on. Couple fights of note. We get the return of Conor McGregor going up against Max Holloway. Max Holloway, big fan favorite. Conor McGregor, I mean, he's got a lot of things going on that he's done outside the octagon. It's got a lot of people hating him, including our very own Odie. Odie hates Conor McGregor. He just absolutely does.
I mean, he has kind of good reasons.
And I think, if Odie, if you're listening, I want you to know, and I think I've told you this before, I like Conor McGregor before you came here. So it isn't me liking Conor McGregor because you don't. I'm not above doing that because I think that's hilarious sometimes, but that's not why. I think Conor McGregor has been one of the best on the mic as far as garnering interest from all corners because of how he talks. And he's very entertaining. Now, if I'm Max Holloway, I'm kicking the leg that was broke. I mean, that's just what you do.
Yeah.
You find out right away because Conor's last fight, he got his femur broke.
Target the weakness.
Right. So you know he's going to go for that. And we'll find out if McGregor immediately tries to hide it. Trey wants to know, is Paramount Plus a worthy subscription? It is if you're a UFC guy, because then you don't have to pay $70, $80 every time they fight.
Or in a couple weeks when you want to watch the Avatar animated movie.
There you
they're
go.
Coming out with.
There you go. All right. The co-main event is Paddy Pimblett versus Benoit Saint Denis.
What?
Benoit Saint Denis. I think he's French. I don't know.
That reminds me of that French
yeah.
knight who kept falling off his horse, but you keep going.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Paddy the Batty got his butt whipped last time he was in the octagon too, which was sad. Saint Denis, a 17-3 and with one no contest, was a member of France's first Marine Infantry Paratroopers Regiment before his MMA career. He's on a 4-fight win streak, all ending in a finish. BSD, as he's known, has won 2 straight fights by knockout. So that should be good. And then the fight that may have already happened because prelim started at 6:00, Gable Stevenson versus Elisha Ellison. Gable Stevenson, Olympic gold medalist for wrestling, heavyweight, went back. I don't think he did so well, but he came to WWE for a while, was in NXT, I believe, and you could tell it just wasn't his thing. So he decided to go to UFC. And this is Gable Stevenson makes his UFC debut against Elijah Ellison, one of the most accomplished wrestlers of all time, the 2020 Olympic gold medalist, attempted pro wrestling, football, and boxing before joining the MMA. Stevenson is 3-0, looks to go 2-0. That makes no sense. In 2026. In 2026. And what is his first time in the octagon? So Ellison's nickname is the Snack Panther.
The Snack Panther?
Yeah. Chris says French military, he'll probably surrender. He may have already said no.
I bet his trunks are white.
And Cody Garbrandt is taking on Adrian Yanez. I want Conor to win just because of the bug Cody to death. And because I kind of like Conor. And I want to see him get back into contention because it's good for UFC. There's some bad things about it, but it's good for UFC. All right. Do I do this here or I do this coming back? And then, you know what? Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to do classical renditions and then we're going to hit the nerd roundtable. Gotta push that button. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of Carolina.
I was about to say, Chris, a tag team in UFC would probably lead to a lot of injuries.
Oh, there are like There are things not in UFC, but in MMA where a bunch of people go in and fight each other at the same time.
They have free for alls.
Yeah, you gotta look it up. It's wild. Your mom is like you; she doesn't like to scream.
I wonder why. It's not all screams, because there was someone made a meme of basically like the Pixar eye just getting the crap kicked out of it by the lamp. You know how like during old Pixar movies where the lamp would just jump on the eye and like smash it down. It was like the other letters, the perspective of the other letters watching the lamp just absolutely destroy the eye, and the eye is just screaming bloody murder as you're just
It's not a street brawl if it's in a cage.
Yeah, it's not on the street. It's just a brawl.
It's not. It's and battle royales. Usually, you throw someone over the top of the ropes. There's no one throwing anyone over the top of the cage.
There isn't as much. There are very few joys as throwing a dude into another dude.
Being corrected about. I thought it was his femur.
Well, what got broke?
It was a tibia. My bad.
It's still his leg. It's still in his leg.
My bad. It was inaccurate. What can I say?
It's still located close to where you're talking about.
Probably right, Trey. I loved interviewing Dan Severin, by the way. Because Rob just sit over there and cross his arms. Because me and Dan connected over wrestling, over amateur wrestling.
It's a fraternity.
Texas Deathmatch rules.
Does that involve steers? Or is that the other one?
Only lifeline. Text AM to 39179. Tell Congress to pass this critical legislation now.
Messaging batteries may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a minute, and you may text stop to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
I listen to your stories all the time.
Everybody, listen carefully.
The Upstate Pulse presents Classical Renditions.
The world. I'll do myself later. The world is changed. I feel it in the water. I feel it in the earth. I smell it in the air. Much of that once was lost, for none now live who remember it. It began with the forging of the great rings. 3 were given to the elves, immortal, wisest, fairest of all beings. That pointing ears too. 7 to the dwarf lords, great miners and craftsmen of the mountain hills. And 9 rings were gifted to the race of man, who above all else desire power. For within these rings was bound the strength and the will to govern each race. It was given to them. But they were all of them. Every single one of them, they were deceived. For another ring was found. Deep in the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron forged a master ring, and into this ring he poured his cruelty, his malice, and his will to dominate all life. One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them. One ring to bring them all. In the darkness find. And that was classical renditions. All right, so from time to time, I've got some ideas.
Goofy the Gray.
I've seen this done with other things before, and I think we can do this. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this some. Right now, we're gonna do this. All right, as we enter the round table, dinner round table, I want to say, text says it wasn't his femur, and Patty didn't get his butt kicked. He was also jabbed in the eye twice, and by his opponent's finger on purpose. I don't know if it was on purpose or not. I will say this: you're right. It wasn't his femur; it was his tibia,
which is in the same area as his
my bad. He done got his leg broke.
femur.
He got his leg broke.
Oh wait, no, I'm an idiot. Tibia is in the calf.
Yeah, and also, Patty still lost. You know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I quit.
The music just died so suddenly.
It did. It absolutely did.
It's like the band just got up and just left.
Yeah, the band quit. Everyone quit because that person corrected me.
Mind your business while grown folk talking.
You got to use it.
I did.
You found an opportunity.
I found her. But
Bless your heart.
yeah, I'm sorry I was wrong. I'll do better. All right, in the Nerd Roundtable, I got to say, I have a problem. I don't know how to get past it. I don't know if you guys can help me get past it. I don't know if anyone can help me get past it. I don't know if there's a 12-step program. I don't know, maybe prayer. Maybe prayer is the only way I'm going to get past this. But everywhere I lurk and look,
everywhere I lurk,
all I hear is, I don't like your shirt. And it's messing with me. I told a story last week where we were out to eat, and I was wearing a Captain America shirt, and Captain America was holding the American flag, and the lady working there, who might have been the manager, who looked like Rosie O'Donnell, and all of them kind of looked the same.
Why?
They got a haircut a certain way. They wear the same glasses. They all are a little butch, and they have tattoos. That's all I'm saying. But under her breath, I don't like your shirt, and I can't get it out of my head. And I think it's because my t-shirt game is so strong. You witnessed it again today.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a one-piece shirt.
It's that one thing where like you'll hear like 100 compliments and then you'll hear one negative or derogatory thing and you'll just focus on the derogatory.
Yeah, and I think I'm not the only one who does that. And I'm never going back there again because of that one lady. Because that bothered me. And I can't get it out of my head. And I'm trying. I'm trying to be a better person, trying to get past it. But Cameron,
do you have animosity towards that person?
I
because of
do.
this?
I do. And Cameron can attest. How many times did I say it while we were on vacation?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Just, I don't like your shirt. just under.
And it was funny. A lot.
Yeah. It just, I got complimented heading over to O House to get some Chinese tonight by someone walking out of the Wings place. I think they were coming out of the Wings place. Talking about what a great one-piece shirt I had. Luffy shirt. And I don't remember his exact words, but he was right. And I was like, yeah, I know. If I was wearing this hat, dude might have passed out.
He might have.
Yeah, because it would have been that cool. All right. I saw an article, and I even asked Chris about this earlier because he had to help me fix a problem with the sound on the I couldn't get my cartwheel to work. And the question was, who is the ultimate Jedi?
All
right. Who is the ultimate Jedi? I asked Chris who he thought the ultimate Jedi was, and his opinion It was Anakin. But here's the thing. Anakin was only a Jedi for a short time.
He was a Sith for a lot
He
longer.
was a Sith for a lot longer. So Anakin broke bad. Now, and here's the thing. I wouldn't even say that Anakin is the top Sith. I mean, he's up there, but he's not the top Sith. All right.
I mean, Palpatine is the greatest Sith that ever lived. But
as far as we know, I mean,
do we count KOTOR stuff?
I do. I absolutely.
I was about to say
do.
Darth Nihilus is definitely up there. Darth Revan certainly, and Vitiate from SWOTOR.
All right. Chris on the stream says Obi-Wan. That also is my choice, is Obi-Wan. This article about Obi-Wan and why he is his generation's greatest, most powerful Jedi. Here's the thing. You know what he did? He beat Anakin.
Yes.
Multiple times.
Yes.
He beat him as Anakin and he beat him as Darth Vader. And when he lost to him at the end, he didn't. He just gave up the ghost.
Yeah.
He became a Force
so
ghost.
that way he could turn into a Force ghost.
It was lame. It was big time lame. Because we didn't have all the lore that we have now. With the lore we have now, it makes it less lame. Still lame, but not as lame as, I mean, him just going, okay, let Luke watch me die.
Well, to also prove the power of the Force and all that stuff.
Oh, for sure. And some people would say that a little green guy is the greatest Jedi of all time.
Well, if he was a better Jedi, he would have been able to see Palpatine coming.
Exactly. And that's what they point out in this.
And everyone, and the other thing too is like expanded in the Clone Wars lore and all that stuff. Obi-Wan is Obi-Wan throughout all of it.
By the way, Yoda might have been a better lightsaber.
We're talking about adherence to the light side, right? We're talking about like being a Jedi as opposed to not being the strongest fighter of the Jedi, correct?
Even who's the stronger fighter than Obi-Wan?
I would say Yoda.
Is he?
I would say Yoda.
Is he? I don't know.
I don't think Obi-Wan was the best fighter that they had. Because he also lost to Dooku. I think the main thing he had over Anakin was he trained Anakin.
He beat Grievous.
He did beat Grievous. I'm not slandering Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan is probably one of my favorite Star Wars characters.
And I think the Obi-Wan series definitely expanded in a way that lets you know even more so. I think it helped Obi-Wan. All right. Trey says if they bring back Mace Windu, then he's number one.
No, but he was everything that was wrong with the Jedi. He was so rigid and
he was cocky.
Yes.
For sure.
His arrogance caused his downfall.
He was arrogant. And was he the best fighter? He was beating down the Emperor, but the Emperor let him.
That is debatable. But I agree with it. There's a whole Vapad thing, Vopad or whatever that is. That's Mace's fighting style that he basically absorbs dark side energy, but he was struggling against the lightning.
And he's not dead, by the way. Zach says Qui-Gon is everything the Jedi were supposed to be. Yeah, Zach. What's up, Zach? But the other thing about Qui-Gon is he also had an arrogance to him that Yoda pointed out.
Yes.
Because he tells Obi-Wan Qui-Gon's arrogance or Qui-Gon's, I think it was Qui-Gon's arrogance. He's acting like him. Trust me, I think if any of us works with someone or for a long time, you act like him a little bit.
And the other thing was like masters and Padawans were kind of like fathers and sons and fathers and daughters, or like mothers.
Well, in the case of
parent and
yeah,
kid.
because they get them when they're really small.
Yeah,
I mean they do get training on Coruscant, but then they usually get them fairly young. And think about Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Yeah,
I mean Anakin says he's basically my father.
Yeah, Obi-Wan raised him. And just to go back to my previous thing, I do say that Obi-Wan is the best Jedi. Because the other thing too that was expanded in Clone Wars was he never faltered. Like he never faltered once, even when Darth Maul killed the love of his life, pushed him to the edge, did all these things to him. he still kept on the straight and narrow. He still kept to the light.
I don't know. I don't know that it's debatable at all. The only thing that it could be is you could say Yoda, but I think there are also some guys from or girls from the shows, or more than likely it is video game stuff. Because Revan, when he becomes a Jedi,
is a pretty good Jedi.
He's a pretty good Jedi. So because he loses his memory, he doesn't realize that he was a Sith. And you can turn him into a Jedi. You can turn him to the light side.
Amnesia. It helps cure a lot of things, evidently.
Texas says, Lonzo, I know a guy named Sal who can accompany you to make certain that people approve of your shirt. He wears a pinstripe suit and a fedora, carries a fitty case and a fiddle case, rather. And people agree with him always.
He's an excellent fiddler. I've heard his work.
Yeah, I don't need that guy. At least not right now. I mean, you never know. You never know when you might need that.
I could fiddle aggressively in that person's direction, just like
I only fiddle when things are on fire.
Do you do it on the roof?
Lonzo is a superstar.
Absolutely, I'll do it on the roof. The other thing I'll do is take us to break, our final break. We come back, we'll hit the lightning round, we'll squeeze in as many things as we possibly can in the last couple minutes of this here program. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Stinker.
Notice no one said Luke, and I see you're saying Leia, Chris. If she had been trained, I don't know.
Well, even if they don't use him in a live action movie, he's been excellent in the video games. That's been one of my favorite Star Wars series. Especially
admittedly, I didn't meet the second one. I started doing a bunch of
you
other
need
stuff.
to finish the second one so we can talk about it.
Sorry, it's got to be a mood thing. I'll get back to it. Remember the first one took me forever to beat it too. They got away from it, and then I went back and I beat it.
I was going to say, if we just judge Luke by the original trilogy, I feel like he's a lot higher up.
At least no one said Ray. What could Luke have been if he was trained as a child? He could have been the greatest.
Yeah. I think in Legends, the Legends continuity, he's apparently very, very strong. Like, very much emulates what Anakin could have been. Yeah, Obi-Wan's no slouch. He is in the upper tier of...
yeah, Grievous got those lightsabers.
He did.
By killing Jedi.
I don't know why I read it like this, Chris. He had lots of baggage, like his father.
Like his father.
I'm a Troidari.
I'm a Jedi, like my father before me.
Oh, crap, he's talking about me.
Die, Jedi.
Then you will die.
Okay, maybe.
Trey, what are you talking about?
He's talking about the thing that he's talking about.
Yeah, that thing he's talking about. What is he talking about?
The thing.
I'm trying to figure out what the thing is.
You know, the thing.
Yeah, you know, the thing.
Still thinking about maybe getting the services of one Sal.
Don't get Sal services.
Hey, Sal, let's go get a burger. You know what I'm saying? Go down and get a burger. Ah, the witch sister.
Oh, yeah. Befriended. That's understatement.
I get done. I'm gonna go stare at my wall for a while. I might do that Monday.
I was about to say I'd like to go home. So
I'm a week behind because I was on vacation. I got a lot of stuff that I have to do.
Dad, can I go home?
I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm not that guy.
No.
I'm not that Yelp guy.
No.
I'm gonna
who
go
wants
on
to be
Yelp.
that guy?
I'll just make fun of them on the radio. They're down the road. You could probably figure it out if you tried hard enough. There are lots of burger places down the road. All right. I got to noob myself about something. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm going to noob myself one more time.
Lightning can only strike twice so many times.
It's a self noob. Sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes you got to self noob. I think that was what, 4?
Yeah.
I believe that was 4.
Still not beating Odie.
Listen, some records are unapproachable.
The octanoob. You'd have to form an octanoob.
You absolutely
to be
would.
as bad as Odie. Odie's worse now. This is usually.
All right. How arrogant do you have to be to set a Guinness World Record for the largest gathering of people wearing ball caps, with 22,141 fans donning the caps in London's Hyde Park? Many fans also dressed in the singer's signature style, including suits, sunglasses, and stick-on goatees. Who do you think it is? It's Pitbull. Pitbull expressed
Mr.
gratitude.
Worldwide.
He expressed gratitude to his fans in the city of London for the achievement. The event marked a unique moment in history, with fans committing to look. Despite the heat and challenges, Pitbull's hits include Fireball, Timber, Time of Our Lives, and On the Floor.
Okay, Dad. You wouldn't do this? You wouldn't just look out into the crowd and see all the hair, all the well-kept beards.
Lonzo is a superstar.
Exactly.
No, I wouldn't. I would not ask a bunch of people to dress like me. The one person who dressed like me for Halloween, I was mad at him for a long time. So no.
It's a fair point.
Yeah, I'm not. I just
Yeah, because that at least
yeah, I don't think so. But I think it's pretty arrogant. Pretty cool that he
good for him. He got to get his world record out.
All right, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is out. It's full of bugs. The kind of bugs that can cost you like 2 hours of saved time.
Ooh.
Do I want it? Yes, I want it.
I have heard good things about it too.
It looks good, but I think I'm going to wait a little bit until they get all the bugs worked out. Because all these bugs that are happening, I would find them.
Yes, you would. You have that kind of luck.
Yes. And I would find some bugs that no one else has found yet. So I'm going to wait till it's out a little bit.
Why is my boat sideways?
Yes. I don't understand. Why are we underwater? I don't know.
You just hear.
Chris wants to know who had enough glorious hair like yours to imitate you. They used a wig. All right.
Look at what they have to do to resemble a fraction of our
There
power.
was only one person who could compete with me hair-wise, and I won. All right, Microsoft reportedly has canceled a vowed sequel, and Obsidian will now focus on a new Fallout game.
I'm not upset about that.
So here's the thing. They unfortunately there are a bunch of layoffs at Microsoft, but one of the things they're going to do, especially for Bethesda, they're going to concentrate on the IPs that will make the most money, and those are established ones: Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Wolfenstein.
Sadly, Doom I don't think is in that.
They just added the Doom DLC, which how is it?
Oh, it's excellent. The music I think is even better in the DLC because I'm literally headbanging as I'm playing, and that's the kind of music you need for Doom. It's also going into like deep introspection of the Doom Slayer's backstory and stuff like that, including why he's so messed up.
All right, up to 900 snakes, including venomous cobras, escaped into a village from a breeding farm after flooding in China.
Oh,
and if you look at the video, it's just like a snake of snakes. They're all in the water, and then there's like a cobra like swimming through the water, and only one person has been bit so far. But that's enough.
That's still a lot of snakes.
Yeah, it's a lot of snakes. Sad news: Bonnie Tyler has died. The singer of Total Eclipse of the Heart, I Need a Hero, and Nothing But a Heartache. Loved those songs when I was younger. There was some Taylor Swift news. Someone bagged up all the trash from around MSG and sold it, and people are buying it. Can't even guarantee that any of it had anything to do with the wedding, but people were that desperate to buy something from the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift marriage.
Why?
Yeah. I mean, people are into what they're into, you know?
That's a fanaticism that's just scary.
Well, I mean, you're into stuff.
I ain't buying trash from like, all right, say they have like a concert or something for like Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts or something like at a venue. I'm not digging through the trash around there to like get memorabilia. It's just,
All right. And finally, a Thai bakery has stirred up controversy with its unique hairy croissants topped with black edible algae that resembles hair. The croissants were inspired by the bakery's popular hairy cake and have gained international attention after being featured by French media outlet Prisma. While some find the croissants in poor taste due to their resemblance to trimmed pubic hair. So there you go. The look says it all. Yes. Thanks to everybody for participating. Thank you for listening. And go out and buy yourself some hairy croissants. You know you want to. It's French. It's got to be good. We'll be back next week. Maybe. You all right? You okay?
I think I'm stuck like this now.
All right. Say goodnight, Cameron.
Goodbye. Good night.
Bye. I'm going to go home and watch some
Smooth